I spent $5,000 on this trip. I went to Santorini, Greece. Yeah, baby. So let's just do a tour real quick. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. All right, hold on. So you guys can kind of see my head a little bit. Yeah, here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I think it's probably been like a year since I posted on my YouTube channel, and that is simply because life has super duper changed for me. I'm still in the same place in Dallas. All of that things are still going the way they are. I am moving again in August in the next place, baby. I cannot wait to show y'all. But anyways, so just a quick rerun. Even though this video is going to be about travel, just to like let you guys know, I will be moving in August, so I'll be posting another video soon. There was a lot of people that hit me up about the Austin. And so I'm going to give y'all all the tea about the Austin, what my experience was and everything like that in the next video. But in this video today, we're going to talk about mostly like how to travel solo and be intentional about it. Since I was traveling alone, I just wanted to be comfortable in itself. I spent $5,000 on this trip, all in all. I went to Santorini, Greece. Yeah, baby. Santorini, Greece for 11 days. That was the flight that I found. And so we're just gonna kind of get into all of the details about how I booked this trip for myself. Granted, you're gonna go to other people's pages and they probably have spent way less than I spent. For me to be comfortable, I had to get what I wanted. And I did that. And I'm so grateful that I did, because baby, I had a time, okay? Thank you for watching this channel. Again, I am Everyday Brit, and today we're gonna talk about everyday travel. To kick it off, let's talk about how did I book. So I decided to book everything ahead of time. The only thing that I booked while I was there was my car ride from the ferry when I went to Crete. I spent 2 days in Santorini, and I spent 3 days or 4 days in Crete. So I decided to book all of my hotels and my cars through Booking.com. The reason why I enjoy Booking.com is because you're able to book all of your stays, your cars through one app. I didn't want any inconveniences. I didn't want to like have to carry reservation papers, even though I did print out all my reservation papers just in case like I lost service and I couldn't pull it up and something was going wrong, which did happen in London. So, oh yeah, I went to London too. Booking.com allows you to book multiple, this is how I use it. They allow you to book multiple hotels for the same date, and I only book the ones that have free cancellation. I make my decision about where I want to stay and what location works best for me, and then I cancel the ones that I don't need. And that's normally how I do it. I'm able to see everything that I need to see, what's available, and then also I'm able to really take my time on determining where I want to stay. I also use Google Earth, and Google Earth was the best thing for me because Google Earth allowed me to actually see where the hotel sat on the island. So I highly recommend you using Google Earth and Booking.com as a combo when you're deciding on the location that you want to stay. There was a hotel that was super nice. They had like a private pool. They gave you a car. They gave you all those things, right? And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I booked that one. And then when I went to Google Earth to actually see where it sat so far away from the water that like the view, you would have to be standing a certain way you would have to be standing a certain way where the pool is to actually see the water. And that let me know right there. I was like, no, I don't want to stay that far away from the water. I actually want to stay like right on it where like I look out the window and I don't have no problem with seeing it. And so that's why I highly recommend Google Earth. And it's also why I highly recommend Booking.com. It gives you the time that you need to check out different spaces in this and third, and also secure your spot. So if you are taking a long time, if you're indecisive like me when it comes to where you want to stay, you're given that time that you need to really figure it out. How did I book when it came to this Excursions? So Excursions I did through Viator, and this is a like a child company to TripAdvisor, I believe. Yes, I think it's TripAdvisor. So this website allows you to book your excursions and not pay for them until the week of, which I thought was perfect. So I booked all of my excursions that I would think that I would want to do for the days and the times. And this is also where I booked my luxury catamaran yacht tour. And I think it was about $71 per person. There are cheaper ones. There's ones where like it's way more people. But the one I was on, there were only about 10 people or 12 people on that one. And I think that was the max. And that's exactly what I wanted to do as a solo traveler. I didn't want too many people around me. And this is my personal preference. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you can't go and get on the same tour on a different boat with just more people. And personally, for my first one, and I knew I was going to be videoing and stuff, I didn't want too many people in my camera. And I wanted to feel comfortable. The less people, the better for me. When it comes to flights, I booked my flight through googleflights.com. When I say this is the best way to book a trip, and the way I use Google Flights, and I use it by their maps, and I use the dates as flexible. This is how you get your best deals. If you want your best deals when it comes to flights, always put the dates as flexible and just say within the next 6 months for a week. They give you that option, and look at it for the maps and travel wherever it's cheaper at that time. Do not be like, oh, I want to go to Greece in June. And then you go there and you put in your specific dates that you want to put, and then now you're paying like double because you're choosing your dates, and then your dates are in a time where it's expensive to go to Greece. So if you want to really save on the flight, which I feel like I saved on the flight, never be super flexible about where you're going and be super flexible about the dates that you're gonna go. I'm a person that just wants to travel. I don't necessarily want to go to any specific place at any specific time. I simply want to travel, and wherever I'm gonna get there at some point when it's cheap, okay? Not when it's hot. I'm not gonna pay the highest price for a flight unnecessarily. So I was able to find this round trip ticket. Now, mind you, this round trip ticket was non-refundable. And I also looked for a ticket that had long layovers. I was watching somebody else's channel and they were just talking about how it's so beneficial to actually get flights that have long layovers because you're able to squeeze in 2 trips in one. And that's exactly what I did. And I truly, truly, truly do not regret it. And you won't regret it, trust me. Like, it was the best thing ever. So I got this flight for $562. This was a round trip flight for 11 days. I had a 24-hour layover in London going to Santorini, and then I had another 22-hour layover in London coming back from Santorini. Best thing ever. I was able to travel through London and everything else off of my Santorini trip. Does it cost more? Yes, because obviously you have to book a car for these places, and you have to, you know, book hotels for these places. But if you could squeeze it in one, I say squeeze it in one. Let me know in the comments below whether or not you think that's worth it or not. If you've done the same and you feel like it's worth it. If you want more of a detailed explanation about what those sites are like, or if this wasn't enough, just let me know in the comments. We can kind of go over that. The ins and outs of these sites is no problem to discuss. So if you are enjoying this travel video. Make sure you tune in to part 2. This is where I will show you all that I did in Crete. Again, I appreciate you guys for supporting me. I am Everyday Brit. On this channel, we talk about everyday things. Don't think of these things as major things. Think of these things that is tangible to you, the things that you can do yourself. Plan for it the right way. You watch the right videos. You get as much information as you can. You can do whatever you want to do. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys in part 2. Bye.